Yes, very good morning, my dear friends. Wonderful, come on. So friends, we have been discussing the topic of value of supply, where we started discussion about section 15. Some interesting points we covered there, but we still have lot more interesting points to discuss in the topic, which we'll spend some very good time and complete today. Are we all ready, sir? Right. Which section deals with the concept of value of supply? Section 15. And 15 is divided into 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 15.1 says, value of supply shall always mean transaction value, which refers to price paid or payable when supplier and recipient are not related and the price is sole consideration. Value of supply shall mean transaction value, which refers to price paid or payable when supplier recipient are not related and the price is sole consideration. Sole consideration means only consideration. 15.2 is inclusions to transaction value. 15.3 exclusion from transaction value. 15.4 if transaction value is not acceptable, we'll go to rules. 15.5 says in case of certain notified supplies, we'll always go to rules. What are those notified supplies? We have special points like money changing activity, air travel agent, life insurance business, second hand goods, vouchers. Like this, some special points are there which we'll talk in detail soon. Are we clear, buddies? Very good. So we started discussion about 15.2, which talks about inclusions to transaction value, where we discussed that there are 5 points in that. Well, first point, 15.2a, I know that any tax, duties, cess, fees charged by supplier from recipient. 15.2b, supplier's obligation in relation to supply met by the recipient. 15.2c, any incidental expenses or anything charged by supplier from recipient, that is also included. And example for incidental expenses are packing, design, weighing charges and all. Good. 15.2d, any interest, late fees or penalty. Any interest or late fees or penalty charged by supplier from recipient. Last one, 15.2e, any subsidy linked to price. Any subsidy linked to price except subsidy from central government or state government. So subsidy from central government or state government is not included, but other subsidies are included. Are we clear with that? That's the interesting points what we covered till now in section 15.2. Now let's talk about section 15.3 first. Come on, which section we're talking? 15.3. 15.3 talks about what's exclusions from transaction value. In this we have got 2 points. 1 point will not take much time, but 1 point will take some sweet time. What are the 2 different points? Let's talk in detail. And they are very practical issues actually. 1 point is pretty simple. 15.3a, that is discount recorded in the invoice. Conference, what is the language? 15.3a is what? Discount recorded in the invoice. Whatever discount we have recorded in the invoice. For example, we go to a shop, we want to buy one product for 500 rupees. He said we'll give 20% discount. On 500, 20% discount is 100 rupees. Net effect he charged from us only 400. In that case, my dear friends, GST will apply only on 400, but not on 500. Because any discount given in the invoice shall be reduced from the transaction value. No doubt about it. Clear, friends? So what is 15.3a? Discount recorded in the invoice. In the invoice itself, discount is given. And in GST law, they never told cash discount, trade discount, quantity discount, turnover discount, that discount, this discount. All that names they didn't tell. Number 1, discount recorded in the invoice. Second point is very interesting. That will take some time. Listen very clearly, sir. 15.3b. Listen carefully. Discount given after supply is made. So generally discount is given at the time when supply is being done. Generally discount is given at the time when supply is being done. So discount is one such word which is so lovely and amazing, which we love the most. For example, we are all being Indians. If we find some shop somewhere where they tell 50% discount, we get too excited and we become so happy and go inside. But we forget to see that word called up to 50% discount. Clear? Or let's say he put that word flat 50% discount. With me so many times it happens. I see that word flat 50% discount and I go inside. Chalo, today 50% discount, let's enjoy. I go inside, I see one shirt and I tell, wow, pack this shirt 50% discount. He tell, sir, these are all new stocks. On this there is no discount. But I end up buying because I liked it. I went inside because I want discount, but I purchased non-discount shirt. Experienced? Many times when we go inside and think discount is there, he will tell, on this stock discount is not there. On this stock discount is there. But in that nothing we like. Correct, no? Exactly, quite obvious. Come on, see now. So discount is given when here, my dear friends? After supply is made. Based on agreement existing at the time of supply. And it is linked to invoice. And this word is very important. Proportionate ITC. What is ITC? Proportionate ITC is reversed by recipient. What does that mean? Let's understand this with a very proper example so that we get a full clarity here. Are we ready, my dear friends? So speak out. Right. So imagine a small example like this. So let's say some brand you tell, shirt brand. Peter England. We know this brand name, Peter England? One of my favorite brand. I just love that brand like anything, for the reason because even though the name is Peter England, it is a proper Indian brand. It is Pakka Indian brand. The name is only Peter England, but proper born, brought up in India only. Clear? Aditya Birla Group. Exactly, correct. Perfect answer. Clear? Now listen. So there is one brand company known as Peter England, who are registered person in Maharashtra. There is one dealer in Telangana state to whom stock is sent. To what is sent, sir? Stock is sent. Of 1,000 items at 1,000 each. If it is 1,000 at 1,000 each, what is the value? Some are telling 1 lakh. 10 lakhs, very good. It is sent for 10 lakhs. GST at the rate of 12%, 1.2 lakhs. Clear, friends? So speak out. Now starting only, they clearly told that if stock is not sold within 1 month, then company will give additional discount of 100 rupees per item. Come on, what did they mention, sir? If the stock is not sold within 1 month. I repeat once again, they specified that. I repeat once again, my dear friends, they specified that if the stock is not sold, within 1 month, then the company will give additional discount. How much, my dear friends? 100 rupees per item. Correct, friends? Speak out. Now, starting this transaction when it happened, this 1.2 lakhs was claimed as input tax credit, because dealer is also a registered person. So we all know that whatever tax is paid on inward supply, receiver can take input tax credit, except those items which are blocked. We have got some concept called block credits, which we'll learn in detail later. In case of block credit, we can't take credit, but in general, input tax credit is always allowed, except for blocked items. Clear, friends? So from dealer point of view, whatever items he purchased from Peter England, and on that whatever tax he paid, it is a tax on inward supply. And that tax what he paid, he can definitely claim it as input tax credit. Clear, friends? Now what has happened? After 1 month, 600 items are not sold. Are not sold. If 600 items are not sold, what will happen? Company will give 100 discount on 600 items, which is equal to 60,000. Friends, correct or not? Sir, let me ask you one straight question again. Is this discount given at the time of invoice itself? No. This discount is subject to one condition. This discount is subject to one condition where they specified that this discount I will give after supply is made. I repeat, sir, this discount I will give after supply is made. But there should be an agreement existing at the time of supply. If there is no agreement, we can't reduce. If there is no agreement, we can't reduce. Is agreement there starting itself? What is the agreement? If the stock is not sold within 1 month, we'll give 100 rupees discount. Like that, there is an agreement existing at the time of supply. Clear, my dear friends? Then now I'll tell you one interesting point here. Already, dealer enjoyed input tax credit of the entire value, sir. Speak out. Speak out, sir. Now, such 60,000 discount only, no? Speak out. For such 60,000 discount, company will give one document called credit note. I am sure you know this word called credit note. Credit note is a document given for reducing the tax. In general, practically you would have heard that in case where there is a sales returns, we give a document called credit note. That basic knowledge we have, no? That for sales returns, they give a document called credit note. In the same way, company will give what note? Credit note. And dealer should reverse ITC pertaining to 60,000, which is equal to 12% of 60,000, which is nothing but 7,200. That 7,200 credit must be reversed by the recipient. The logic is simple because Peter England, sir, listen, simple example, I'll repeat again. If I am Peter England, I supplied goods to you for 10 lakhs. On 10 lakhs, I charged GST from you. You gave me 10 lakhs plus GST that I paid to the government. You also enjoyed, you took input tax credit. You are also happy, I am also happy. But there is one condition when I made a supply to you stating that if the stock is not sold within 1 month, I will give you extra 100 rupee discount. And after 1 month, what has happened is 600 items are not sold. So you told, sir, 600 not sold, you told you'll give discount, no? Now I'm going to give discount to you how much? 60,000 rupees. But already I gave bill to you for 10 lakhs. Now for the 60,000, I'll give you a document called credit note, which will reduce my tax. Which will reduce my? If my tax is coming down, your credit also should come down. Speak out. That is where law told credit must be reversed by the recipient. That's why the language used is discount is given. Discount is given after supply is made based on agreement existing at the time of supply, and it is linked to the invoice. And it is linked to what? Invoice and proportionate credit. What credit, sir? Proportionate credit is reversed by whom, sir? Recipient. Getting clarity? These are all the important conditions that agreement should be there, linked to the invoice, proportionate credit is reversed. If any condition is not satisfied, then that discount cannot be reduced. Then the discount cannot be reduced. Discount can be reduced only when the three conditions are satisfied. Agreement should be there, it is linked to the invoice, proportionate credit is reversed. And this is popularly, practically known as post-supply discount. What do we call it, sir? Post-supply discount. Name only says we are giving the discount after supply is over. Correct, no? So speak out, sir. Now I will give an interesting case. You think properly and tell me the answer. Okay? Sir, listen please. Simple example. A supplied to B for 1 lakh plus GST at 18%, 1 lakh 18,000. And B enjoyed what, sir? 18th input tax credit. Speak out, friends. Next. B made payment within 5 days. So, A offered CD, cash discount of 1,000, let's say 2,000, and collected only 1,16,000. Sir, case you are understanding? Sir, repeat once again. A gave a bill for what value? 1,18,000. Clear? And 1 lakh plus 18% GST. B enjoyed input tax credit. And this 18,000 A already paid 18,000 to what? Government. Then what has happened? B made payment within 5 days. So A became extremely happy and told, wow. Or let's say 25 days he made payment. Actually the credit period was 3 months. That means he told you can pay within 90 days. But this fellow paid within, wow, superb, super. And he told, please pay only, how much my difference? 1,16,000, not 1,18,000. Speak out. Yes, speak out. Yes, what is the impact in GST? For this, what is the impact in GST? Sir? Excellent answer. No impact. I'll tell you reason why. Because the discount is not recorded in the invoice. Condition, situation 1. Is the discount recorded in the invoice? No. Second situation is what? Discount given after supply, but based on agreement existing at the time of supply. Starting with the sign an agreement, telling that Babu, if you pay within 25 days, I'll give you this benefit. All that did you sign an agreement? No. No impact, since it is not a post supply discount, not a post supply discount. Conditions are not satisfied. Correct, my dear friends? Speak out, sir. Now practically what will happen is, for 2,000 rupees, A will give credit note. But on the extra point I'll add, this credit note is called commercial credit note. What credit note we call it, sir? Commercial credit note without any impact in GST. This commercial credit note will not have any impact in GST. Clear, friends? You might ask, sir, if there is no impact in GST, why are they giving credit note? Why are they giving credit note? Because, sir, first I booked a sale entry, B account debit to sales account, 1,18,000, 1,18,000. I booked, no? Speak out. When I booked an entry 118, and bank received bank account debit to A account is 1,16,000. Bank account to B account. Where is the balance 2,000 then? I'll park under a credit note account, which is not normal credit note. It is what credit note? Commercial credit note, which does not have impact in GST. Are we getting clarity? There is something like a discount given because he felt extremely happy that that fellow paid much within the time. And this is very, very practical concept. Very common. Are we understanding this? Speak out. Good. What is 15.1? Value shall always mean transaction value, which refers to price paid or payable when supplier recipient are not related and the price is sole consideration. 15.2 is what? Inclusions. 15.3 is what? Exclusions. 15.4, TV is not acceptable, go to rules. 15.5, notified supplies always go to rules. An interesting point we discuss, my dear friends. In inclusions we have got 5 points. I'll repeat quickly. Any tax, duty, cess, fee charged by supplier from recipient. 15(2)B, supplier's obligation in relation to supply met by recipient. 15(2)C, all incidental expenses or anything charged by supplier from recipient. 15(2)D, interest, late fee, penalty charged by supplier from recipient. 15(2)E, any subsidy linked to price except subsidy from central government or state government. 15(3)A, discount recorded in the invoice. 15(3)B, discount given after supply is made based on agreement existing at the time of supply and is linked to the invoice, and proportionate credit is reversed by the recipient. This point you have to keep in mind. Very, very important. Are we clear, sir? Speak out, sir. Learning is good, seeing is good, writing also will be good, but execution, solving is very important, which we will do in this class only, where I'll give you some questions which you have to solve. You need not tell me how did you get. Tell me final answer, it's enough. Computer exam, no, sir? Final answer. Wonderful. Now we should not tell 4 or 5 friends together will do. In exam you can't do like that. If you see left side, right side, you are disqualified. Over. Sir, clear? Speak out. Take it. Take. Took. Wonderful. (15)(3) exclusions. Come on, please. Stop talking, start writing. What happened? I hope the example is very clear. Yes. Wonderful. Can we proceed? Okay. How much your time you want, you take. Maximum 1 minute. Done? Still writing. What happened? Three, two, 1.5. Take this also. Take this also, please. Commercial credit note concept. Friends, are we done? So friends, what is section 15.1? Transaction value. 15.2 inclusions. 15.3, 15.4. If transaction value is not acceptable, we'll go to rules. 15.5 for notified supplies, we'll always go to rules. Are we all clear so far, everybody? So friends, 15.4 says what, sir? If transaction value is not acceptable, we'll go to where? So let's go to rules. Yeah? Today we'll discuss some rules. Balance we can take for next class, tomorrow's class, but we'll complete first some interesting rules now. Are we ready? Some interesting rules. And now, let's talk about Rule 27. Small change. Clear, no? Pakka, no? How many? Five, four, three, two, one. Very good. Listen now. So let's talk about some interesting valuation rules, my dear friends. Rule 27, 28, 29, Rule 30, Rule 31. All these rules will complete today only. You might ask, sir, why at a time you are writing 5 rules, one after the slowly you can go? No, sir. Slowly I can go. I will always love to go like that only. But the problem here is these rules are interlinked rules. 32 is totally separate. 33 is separate, 34 separate, 35 separate. But these rules are interlinked rules. That's why we learn together. We have to link the concept and learn very clearly. Clear, friends? First, let's talk about Rule 27. Rule 27 will come into picture if consideration is not wholly in money. So it's not just in monetary form, there is also some other non-monetary consideration or any other consideration as such. Friends, getting clarity? Come on. When will Rule 27 apply? Rule 27 will apply if consideration is not wholly in money. Then only Rule 27 will apply. Come on, friends. When will Rule 27 apply? If consideration is not wholly in money. That is, there is some other non-monetary consideration also. Clear, sir? Example, exchange of cell phone. I told you we go to a shop, buy one cell phone, and that fellow told 1 lakh, but we told we will not pay you 1 lakh. I will give you my old phone and I will also give you some cash. Is it only monetary consideration? No. There is also some other non-monetary consideration. So consideration is not only in money. Then they told first preference, open market value. Open market value for that product will become the value of supply. Will become the value of supply. But if open market value is not available or not ascertainable, why will market value be not ascertainable, sir? It's a new product which is newly launched in the market, or the product is so far yet to be launched in the market, open market value is not available. Then they told consideration in money plus market value of consideration in kind. What is the first word, sir? Consideration in money plus market value of consideration in kind. Let me give a small example. Here, listen, last, concentrate, come on. Sir, imagine I go to a cell phone store. I want to buy a cell phone. That fellow told cell phone is 1 lakh. I paid some cash and I gave an old phone. What is the value of supply? 1 lakh. Nothing but open market value. Imagine that open market value is not available. Then what will happen? We look at consideration I paid in money. Imagine I paid 60,000 cash plus market value of consideration in kind. I gave an old phone, no? That old phone market value assume 30,000. 60 plus 30 becomes 90. So the value of supply will become 90,000. But the second point will come into picture only if open market value is not available. These are not optional, 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. If first preference is 1. If 1 is not possible, then only 2. What is 1? But if it is not available, consideration in money plus market of consideration in kind. But this also can fail. When this can fail? When you are not able to ascertain market value of consideration in kind. Possible, no? If this also failed, they told, look at price of goods or services of like, kind and quality. When I say like, kind and quality, it should be that much brand value, quality should be same and it should almost be the same. When I say like, kind and quality, both should be comparable. For example, we can't compare a BCom student with a professional student. BCom student is different, CMA CA student is different. Morning to night, they work hard, sit in classes, listen to lectures, staying in hostel, working very hard, sometimes no food, sometimes night will get late, by that time curries are over, food is over, morning we have to come to the class on time, we got up little late, by the time breakfast is over. So many problems are there. Correct, no sir? That much struggles are being taken for a specific purpose called to achieve that professional course degree. Become fellow, what is there? Morning get up whenever you want, sleep whenever you want, no work only, morning 4 o'clock show, what not? Lifestyle is different. See, I am not trying to tell you that BCom people will not work at all. I am trying to tell you that the way they work, the way professional people work, both are different. Now one line I will tell, super line in life. In order to compare, they must be comparable. Wow. I repeat once again. In order to compare, they must be comparable. If they are not comparable, you should not compare. Correct, no? It's easy to tell, difficult to implement. Friends, understanding? Everybody. Now, one of my cousin was there. Actually, let me tell you one small example, sir. One of my cousin was there, cousin uncle. He asked me one day, what is your age? I told my age. Then he told, hey, this much age, my cousin is there. He's sitting in US. He's earning 2-3 crores per annum. I replied, what is your age? He told 64. Wow, at your age, Modi became PM. What are you doing? Ante kada, sir? If you tell that my age person is doing something else, I will tell your age person is doing something else. What are you? Control. Understood, no? So telling is easy. Implementing is difficult. So in order to compare, they must be comparable. So when you are saying here price of goods or services of like kind and quality, if you are trying to compare a Benz car, you cannot compare with Maruti car. You are compare with Audi or BMW or Volvo or whatever. Clear, friends? One more small example. You cannot compare a Tupperware water bottle with a normal plastic water bottle because their quality is different. If you want to compare Tupperware, there is one more brand called Signoraware. Compare both two because they are almost the same. Almost the same, but not exactly the same. So getting clarity? So in order to compare, they must be comparable. As simple as that. Friends? Always. So one suggestion to you always, don't compare yourself with any of your friends or any of your relatives, thinking that they have done something in life I am not doing, I am still struggling. It's just a matter of time. Time will answer everything. Yeah? Sir, small point. US is 24 hours back of us. Not forward to us, they are behind us. Can a US fellow told Indians are ahead of us? And Indian people can tell US people, Chichi, you are waste, you are behind us. It is not like that. Your time zone started, their time zone did not start. And when our time comes, we need not speak. Our achievement will speak. So just wait for the time. When I say wait for the time, don't stand before watch and see. Work hard. You should put your effort. Then every question will be answered. No doubt. Clear, no? Enough of motivation. Come back. Because some students are there who are highly motivated. Come on. So if consideration is not only in money, what first preference? Open market value. Not possible. Consideration in money plus market value of consideration in kind. That also fails. Price of goods or services of like kind and quality. That also can fail. When you know there is no like kind and quality. Our product is a unique product which is there in the market. Never there in the market. For example, one innovative projector we manufactured. With one remote projector will not start. If I clap, projector will start. You might tell anybody will clap. No. If I clap only, it will recognize my frequency of the clap and recognize that sound, then only it will start. Example. Clear, my dear friends? A unique, innovative, variety, nonsense, kachara product. So there is no like, kind and quality. Correct, friends? Imagine Shivateja invented one new plant and I invented some process or some service. How to extract money from money plant. ₹1 also will not come. See now. What a first preference? Open market value. Not possible. Consideration in money plus market value of consideration in kind. That also fails. Price of goods or services of like, kind and quality. If that also fails, that will fail when there is no like, kind and quality. Clear, friends? Speak out. Then they told, please apply rule 30. That's why I told they are all related rules. And rule 30 says, simple answer. When everything failed, please follow 110% of cost. If cost is 10 lakhs, then value of supply will be 11 lakhs. No discussion. All rules are failing. Enjoy them. क्या करेंगे फिर? 110% of cost. खत्म करो. But this also can fail when not able to ascertain cost. Then GST law told, all overactions you have done, last option is rule 31. And rule 31 says, officer will do best judgment. He will decide what is the value. Because we gave so many options. End of the day, we are telling, aim panchestale kuch bhi kaam nahi kar raha. We don't know what to do, what value to take. Officer is telling, I will tell. Rule 31. Ultimately, logic is simple. But government says, government objective is, you should not escape tax telling that I don't know how to value. Correct, no? And they told in the law, in case of services, rule 30 may be disregarded. That means directly you can follow rule 31. You need not follow 30. Very logical also. Why? I'll tell you. Generally what rule 30 says, 110% of cost. In case of services, what cost will be there? For example, Shivateja is coming and taking class for you. What cost I have? Monetary cost. Monetary cost, what cost I have? Except for petrol in my car and the shirt and trouser what I wear. Nothing is there. Monetary wise. But non-monetary wise, so many costs are there. I am leaving some other work and coming here. There is some other opportunity cost which is being lost. And some other work is there which is not deferred. And I am giving my personal time and spending time with you. So many non-monetary items are there. But monetary is there. Am I losing monetary anything? And it tells her, that is the reason why in services it is practically difficult to apply rule 30 because we cannot determine cost. So for example, if there is a marriage at home or some party at home, we call one photographer, he'll take photos and go. And if the event is over, he'll give you photos. Not photos, he gave a pen drive where you copied and gave it back to him. Correct, no? He gave a bill for 30,000. What is his cost? What is his cost to provide that service? Speak out. What is the photographer cost to provide that service? Nothing is there. Don't tell sir inside reel and all is put. Nothing is put. Now technology has come. One small SD card is put. That SD card again will delete, again he will use. But he is taking 30,000 only because of the time what he has given and the skill what he has in taking that photo. Because the skill is not there, our photos will look like Aadhaar card. Correct, no? Friends, getting clarity? That is the reason why I just want to tell you one line. In services, it is difficult to apply rule 30. So they told, please forget 30. Apply what? Best judgment. Officer is telling, I will tell. मैं बोलूंगा. मैं हूं ना. Done. Are we clear? So if you observe carefully, 27 done, 30 done, 31 done. That's why I told they are interrelated rules. What is rule 27? First preference, open market value. Not available. Consideration in money plus market value of consideration in kind. If that is also not available. Price of goods or services of like, kind and quality. Remember that word, like, kind and quality. That's important. It cannot be something nonsense which you will compare. You can't compare like that. In order to compare, they must be comparable. Whomever you want to compare, you can't compare like that. There should be some sense, logic, meaning in that. Next. Rule 30, 110% of cost. Rule 31, best judgment. By officer, of course. Proper officer. So, what the first point? Open market value. Not possible. Consideration in money plus market value of consideration in kind. That also failed. Price of goods or services of like kind and quality. That also failed. Rule 30. Then rule 31. Best judgment. What is 15.2D? Don't turn the page. Interest, late fees, penalty charged by supplier from recipient. 15.3B. Discount given after supply is made based on agreement existing at the time of supply. Link it to the invoice. Proportionate credit is reversed by the recipient. Now tell me rule 27. Open market value. Not possible. Consideration in money plus market value of consideration in kind. Fails. Price of goods and services of like kind and quality. Then rule 30, then rule 31. Don't forget. You should tell your brain. Remember, it will remember always. For lifetime it will remember. We have got a very strong brain which is God gifted, and it's scientifically proven that we all are using only 3% of our brain capacity. 97% is still unused. Scientists use 3.5%. So let us use little more. So we can remember. Not that we cannot remember. 100% we can remember. No doubt about it. Are we clear? Just a matter of practice. Just a matter of revision. Okay? Sir? Yeah. Don't write. Wait. Let's complete. First let's complete. Then we'll write. Okay na sir? The next rule is what? Rule 20? Rule 20. Wow. Rule 28 talks about supplies between distinct or related persons. So remember now, section 7.1c, read with schedule 1, transactions regarded as supply even though there is no consideration. In that second point, supplies between distinct or related persons in the course or furtherance of business. Example, Shivateja told his wife that your marriage day gift is come to GST class free of cost. That becomes a supply. If I give a necklace to her, not a supply, because it is not in the course of furtherance of business. It is supply only if it is only in the course of furtherance of business. That point is very interesting and very important. Clear? Let's start. First preference. Open market value. That failed. Price of goods or services of like kind and quality. That also failed. Rule 30. That also failed. Rule 31. If you observe 27, 28, what is the difference, sir? 27, second point is consideration in money plus market of consideration in kind. That point did not come here because here there is no consideration. Antega? Logic only, no? Wonderful. But there are some special points in rule 28 which are important, which we should know. So let's discuss what are that points, sir? Special points. In which rule? In rule 28 there are two special points, my dear friends, which are very, 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 very important. High possibility question will come, especially at final level. Listen, first point. if a recipient is eligible for full credit. If recipient is eligible for what, sir? When recipient is eligible is only when he is a registered person and is dealing in taxable items. If you are dealing in exempted items, you can't take credit. Common sense point. If you are dealing in exempted items, you can't take credit. You take credit only when you are dealing in taxable items. So if recipient is eligible for full credit, then invoice value. What value, sir? Is deemed to be open market value. Sir, I will read that line once again, very important. If recipient is eligible for full credit, I will read out. If recipient is eligible for full credit, then invoice value is deemed to be open market value. So whatever value is declared in the invoice, that value is only deemed to be open market value. So imagine in invoice they have shown 1 lakh. That 1 lakh is only deemed to be open market value. If recipient is eligible for what credit? That question only will tell you whether eligible for full credit or not. So what is the meaning of this word deemed? Deemed means what? Confirmed, pakka, no doubt. Let me give a small example. Imagine one of our friend in June month sitting at home preparing for exam, extensively studying, yeah, and he told his mother, I'm going inside my bedroom, I will lock the door, nobody should disturb, till evening I will not come outside. Full studying I will do. And he locked the door and went inside. Inside what he is doing, only he knows, his cell phone knows. But outside, from mother's point of view, he is deemed to be, wow, that is a point. Example, full clarity is there, no? Clear, no? Very practical, no? Wonderful. So please, don't do that. Come on. Don't do that means, don't do that time pass. Study. So if recipient eligible for full credit, invoice value is deemed to be what? Open market value. Clear? Next. Second special point, very, very important special point. If goods are intended, if goods are intended for what, sir? Further supply, then 90% of price charged to an unrelated customer, and this is only optional, this is not mandatory. Now what is the meaning of this point? Let me explain to you. Concentrate, focus. Sir, there is in Telangana state Karachi Bakery AP sent some biscuits for 5 lakhs. Is this 5 lakhs transaction taxable? Speak out. Definitely yes, because they are distinct persons and it is in the course of furtherance of business. Speak out. Now this biscuits what Karachi Bakery Telangana has sent to Karachi Bakery AP, Karachi Bakery AP will not consume it. It will anyways give it to what, my dear friends? Customers. Sir, yes or no? Sir, getting clarity? Sir, to customers, they sold it for 5 lakhs only. Same value because value is same. Correct, friends? Then they told for this transaction. For what, sir? For this transaction. What is that transaction? Supply between distinct persons. For that transaction, we can take the value as 90% of price charged to an unrelated customer. How much did we charge? Speak out. 5 lakhs. 90% of 4.5 lakhs is how much, sir? Exactly. So the The valuation for the transaction between distinct person is based on further supply we have done, no? Further supply we done, no? Further supply we have done, I repeat, further supply we have done to unrelated customer. That value into 90%. Take that value. And it's not mandatory. It's only, if you want to opt this, you can opt this. These are the two very, very special points which are not there in rule 27, but they are there in rule 28. Extremely important. Are we clear? So what is the first special point? If recipient is eligible for full input tax credit, their invoice value shall be deemed to be open market value. Correct? Then second special point. If goods are intended for further supply, if goods are intended for further supply, then what is the point? 90% of price charged for supply to an unrelated customer. That word is important, unrelated customer. Clear, friends? And is it mandatory? It's only come on, what have we done so far? 27 is done, 28 is done, 30 is over, 31 also over. And if you observe 27 and 28 is linked to 30 and 31. Finally, rule 30. 29, sorry. Principal to agent or agent to principal. Vice versa. Third point in 7.1c. Transfer of goods from principal to agent or vice versa. That is also regarded as supply even though there is no consideration. Clear, friends? Here first point they told open market value or 90% of price charged for supply to an unrelated customer by recipient. So clear? Next. Second. Third. That's it. I hope we got a clarity, my dear friends. Everybody, if you observe in all the rules, there are lot of common points among all the rules. That's why I taught all these rules together, because they are very much interlinked and interconnected. Are we getting clarity, guys? Friends, please speak out. Excellent. Take your time. Please slowly take this table. Very important. Take this summary chart. So one small correction here. In case of rule 29, here they told 90% of price charged for supply of goods of like kind and quality to an unrelated customer. For supply of goods of like kind and quality. For supply of goods of like kind and quality to an unrelated customer. So clear? Come on, please write down. In rule 29, please write it. Price charge for supply of goods of like kind and quality to an unrelated customer. Done. Friends, finish writing. I want to write the special points also. Please take this. Sir, done? Tell me friends, what is rule 27? Consideration is not only in money. Open market value not possible. Consideration in money plus market value of consideration in kind. That also fails. Price of goods or services of like kind and quality. Even if that fails, then rule 30, that also fails. Rule 31. What is rule 28? Supply between distinct or related person. First preference, open market value not possible. Price of goods or services of like kind and quality. That also fails. Rule 30, that also fails. Rule 31. Rule 30 is 110% of cost. Rule 31, best judgment. Rule 29, principal to agent. Their first preference is open market value or 90% of the price charged for supply of goods of like kind and quality to an unrelated customer. Or second option, rule 30. Third option, rule 31. Speak out, sir. What are two special points in rule 28? If recipient eligible for full credit, invoice value is deemed to be open market value. Correct? Second point. If goods are intended for further supply, then 90% of the price charged for supply to an unrelated customer. That can be considered. So are we clear? Everybody? Done. Chalo. Write one question. Determine value of supply. Determine value of supply. Determine value of supply from the following information. From the following information. Right on. Sale price. Sale price 10 lakhs. Sale price 10 lakhs. Next, service charges levied in the invoice. Service charges levied in the invoice. Service charges levied in the invoice 11,000 rupees. 11,000. 11,000. Clear? Next, packing charges 14,200. Packing charges 14,200. Weighing charges, weighing charges 7,800. Clear? Commission charges 15,000. 15,000. Next, discount recorded in the invoice. Discount recorded in the invoice 10,000. Calculate. 1 minute. 1 minute. Tell me the answer quickly. What is the answer? 10 lakhs? Answer is 10 lakhs 38,000. Why, sir? How did you get that answer? To 10 lakhs, we added what? 11,000. We'll also add what? 14,200, 7,800, 15,000, and reduce 10,000. And that 10 lakhs? That's it. I hope you are clear. Good. Second question. So do you want a crazy question or simple question? Sorry? Crazy question? Are you sure? Are you sure? Wonderful, write it then. We'll write crazy question, right? Mr. A. Mr. A is a manufacturer of machines. Mr. A is a manufacturer of machines in Telangana. Mr. A is a manufacturer of machines in Telangana. He is manufacturing machines. Clear now? Full stop. For every machine manufactured, it gets subsidy of 3 lakhs. It gets subsidy of what, sir? 3 lakhs. Next, Mr. B, next line you write, Mr. B ordered a machine from Mr. A. Mr. B ordered a machine from Mr. A. Full stop. Basic price is 25 lakhs. And handling charges is 50,000. Handling charges 50,000. Next point. Mr. B requested for additional warranty and the additional warranty charges are 20,000. Okay? Full stop. Installation charges 80,000. Installation charges 80. Installation charges 80,000. Next, Mr. A offers a cash discount. Mr. A offers a cash discount of 2% if payment is made within 1 month. Mr. A offers cash discount of 2% if payment is made within 1 month. and it is recorded in the invoice. And it is, what sir? Recorded in the invoice. Full stop. Next point. However, if payment is not made within time, then Mr. A will recover the discount given. Recover discount given along with interest rate along with interest rate 1% per month. A will recover discount given along with interest rate 1% per month. Next point. Even sir, another crazy. Next point. Machine is supplied on 21st November. Machine is supplied on 21st November 2021. Machine is supplied on 21st November 2021 along with invoice. Full stop. Payment is made by customer. That is Mr. B. Correct, no? Payment is made by customer, that is Mr. B, on 10th Jan 2022. 10th Jan 2022. So in previous paragraph what you wrote, however if payment is not made within time, then Mr. A will recover discount along with interest at the rate of 1% or part of the month. Or part of the month. 1% per month or part of the month. 1% per month or part of the month from date of supply. 1% per month or part of the month from date of supply. Okay, na sir? So question clear with that? Right. Bottom what we wrote, sir? Last line what we wrote? Payment is made by customer on 10th of? Right. Next point. Rate of GST is rate of GST is 18%. Bracket IGST. Bracket IGST. So top one point you wrote, no, they got subsidy of 3 lakhs we wrote. Subsidy of 3 lakhs from foreign company. Right. Again you will get that out. From where we got that subsidy? If nothing is given, that means it is not government. You have to include. Government only will not include. Okay, now? What is the last point we wrote now? Rate of GST 18% IGST. Correct, no? Next line. Determine value of supply, comma, time of supply, value of supply, comma, time of supply, and also amount of tax. Clear, no? 5 minutes time. I want answer now only. Think properly, you can do it. Last, done. Over. Oh, very good. First point, basic point you have to keep in mind always is that there are two different transactions, there are two different time of supply. Correct? First point, initially, what will be the time of supply, sir? 21st November 21. Correct, sir? The date whenever there is a movement of goods. Date of invoice, actual date of invoice, or last date when invoice is ought to have been issued, whichever is earlier. Do you know that, sir? So time of supply is 21st of November. What is the value of supply? Tell me what is the basic price? Come on, what else extra we have collected? Subsidy 3 lakhs. Handling charges? Then warranty 20,000. 80,000. Then the total how much? 29 lakhs. Correct, no? Less discount, how much we give? How much is 2%? 50,000. Why 59 has come? So 2% on 25 lakhs. 2% on 25 lakhs is how much, sir? 50,000. Hello? Please concentrate. 2% 25 lakhs is how much? 50,000. This is my value of supply. So speak out. You might ask, sir, in the question they only told payment discount they will give, only payment is made within 1 month. But our fellow did not pay within 1 month. But starting when I supplied, I will give discount, no? How will I know whether 1 month he will pay or not? If it doesn't pay, I will recover. But right now I will give discount or not? So market answer, speak out, sir. Right now will I give discount or not? Yes. Tomorrow if he does not pay within 1 month, I will recover the discount. But now I will give discount, no, sir? Friends, speak out. Everybody. And the discount is recorded in the invoice. Speak out. So my tax will be 29 lakhs into what percent? How much is the figure? That's it. Don't try. Wait 1 minute. Wait 1 minute. Other side, when did you make payment? 10th Jan will become time of supply for discount recovered and also for interest. Sir, we did not pay within 1 month, no, sir. Sir, within 1 month means we should have paid by 21st of December. But did we pay like that? No. That means what? That fellow will recover our discount and he'll also charge interest. Correct? How much is discount will recover? Don't write. I'm telling you, concentrate. Crazy problem is crazy problem only. How much is discount recovered? 50,000. How much is interest he will charge? 50,000. Discount is on what figure? Interest is on what figure? Sir, hold on. What did I say? Hold on, read that line. If the payment is not made within time, then Mr. A will recover the discount given along with interest. Correct, no? That interest doesn't mean he will charge interest only on 50,000. He will charge interest on the entire balance amount. Entire balance amount. Common sense only you apply. He will charge interest on the balance amount what he has to get. He will charge interest on what he has to get, no, sir? Friends, speak out. So, interest working will be 1% for 2 months. Why 2 months? 25 December, November, 25 December, 25 Jan. 1 month or 1% per month or part thereof. So speak out. On what value? 29 lakhs 50,000. This question came in exam. Nonsense answer. 26 lakhs 50,000. Because subsidy will not come from customer. It will come from foreign company. From customer, what is recoverable is only 26 lakhs 50,000. So this will be 26 lakhs 50,000 into 1% into 2 months. It will be 2650 into 2. Correct, no? How much? 5,300. Don't write story is not yet over. Total is 55,300. Correct, no? Sir, martyred answer. Don't sit like that, boss. Speak out. My tax will be, listen. 55,300. 55,300. 55,300 into 18 divided by 118. Because I clearly told you that interest, late fees, penalties are always treated as inclusive of GST. Correct, no? Cheppani adi point? Bola na sir ye point? Interest, late fee, penalty are always treated as inclusive of GST. How much is this figure? 8,435. This question is exam question. I changed some numbers and I gave it. I changed some facts and I gave it. Like this they'll play in the exam. What we think, value of supply. Jujube. If you think like that, juju will happen. So is it interesting? I'll ask you one question. In this entire question, is there a discussion on valuation rules? No. It is only based on section 15. But concept is so high. Small line, small point, they'll play in the exam. And instead of doing 18 by 118, if you directly do 18%, figures are different. Attempt also different. No games. Important. I hope we got clarity. Time of supply also we covered here. Speak out. Amen, sir. In 2 months. 53,000 it is. Or whatever you tell, I will take care. How will I know? How much is this figure? 1 lakh? So whatever figures you tell, I will take. Calculator I'm not having. You only have here. Come on, too much is this. 1,03,000 into 18 by 118. How much? 15,712. Whatever it is, get the concept right. That's more important. I'm more concerned about concept. Beautiful concept it is. Numbers you take care, yaar. Calculator you can take to exam now. What is the problem? Calculation is not a problem. Concept is a whole story. Are we clear? That's it. Some students are telling, wow, now the heat is coming, sir. It has to come. Done. That's it. Balance will take for the next class. Next class we'll talk about some more interesting valuation rules and we'll also discuss some more brilliant questions. Thank you so much. Take care. See you. Revise once and come back. Don't just like that come. Thank you. Bye. All. That's what. From that time they are thinking, hey, jujubi only. One depth question has come, all faces got changed. Picture abhi baki hai. Now student might think, sir, why all this you are doing? Small questions you can do. No, small questions if you do, in class it will be easy. Exam you will see stars. In class only if you see galaxy. In exam, stars are what? Nothing. That is why we are discussing depth questions. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye.